Hey everyone, Avalugg here again. Gonna bring you another X and Y battle, and this time I've got a new team. It's a Trick Room team, and I'm gonna show you both variants of it. Right now I'm bringing it with a Hail part, and I'll leave the second part as a surprise or to your imagination. But yeah, let's get back into this. My opponent has a relatively standard team. I've been facing a few challenges throughout the day, and came across pretty much sort of these sets of Pokemon. So yeah, let's get into it. He leads out with his Tyranitar and Bishop, which is a pretty good combination, but Bishop's not too much of a problem. I didn't expect the Sword stance because I got a Pangoro out there, so the Sucker Punch was obvious. So I decided to go for a Hammer Arm on Tyranitar, try and get rid of it early. It does get off a Rock Slide. Also, I did a calc, and that Hammer Arm would not have mattered, even a max defense. Pangoro has incredible physical attack, and it was a Iron Fist boosted Hammer Arm. Reuniclus does get flinched, which sucks because I did go for the Trick Room, so I don't get it off this turn. And he goes into his Rotom, so I'm just going to try and absorb as much as I can with the Reuniclus. Bishop goes for a Metal Burst, which was a surprise, but whatever. I then make a mistake myself. I completely forgot that Bishop gets Defiant. For some reason it escaped my mind. So I go for Parting Shot, which is Pangoro's signature ability, which is actually really good. But in this case, I just gave Bishop a +4. No, sorry, +3 because he lost 1 from attack, but he gained 4 from his from me lowering him. So that's an actual problem. Now I bring out my Abomasnow and get off the Trick Room on the same turn. So now that means Hail and Trick Room have the same amount of turns that they'll last for, which is perfect. This is like the perfect situation I wanted to be in, minus the +3 Bishop. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve my Abomasnow. He looks really sick. I like his Mega Evolution art probably almost the most, I would have to say. Now the Bishop does go for a Sucker Punch, and that does hurt. I did get lucky that it didn't kill. I don't think it would have, because Abomasnow has a fair amount of bulk. Anyway, I get off the Future Sight after the Bishop used Sucker Punch, and I go for Energy Ball on the Rotom, which I have Energy Ball because it just fit better. I didn't want a physical Abomasnow. I didn't want a physical Pokemon sort of thing, so I went for a special variant. So I kind of expect a Shadow Sneak, but I didn't want to get hit. Didn't want Abomasnow dead right now, so I decided to let Reuniclus take any hits. It's done its job. It got off a Future Sight, which is perfect, and it will come into play. I'll let that just kind of happen when it happens. And yeah, Bishop can't do anything now that I've noticed that 2 of the moves he's shown so far, being Sucker Punch and Metal Burst, both which require me to attack him. So I send out my Avalugg, the second part of my Hail variant team, and I take back the Abomasnow because I'm going to need him for later. So I send in Pangoro, and Sucker Punch comes, but I didn't expect the hit because I thought he'd probably do it on the Abomasnow. And Avalugg, now this is a beast. He is my Assault variant Avalugg. I get off an Earthquake. To my displeasure, the Aegislash has Weakness Policy. Avalugg may have been able to take it without the Weakness Policy, but yeah, with Weakness Policy and being weak to Steel, yeah, there was no chance he was going to live that. Now, after the Hail damage to all the Pokemon actually, I realized Pangoro is the only Pokemon on my team that can't not take it. The Future Sight hits, which is perfect, and it takes out the Aegislash. Now, it wasn't initially intended for an Aegislash on the team preview. He had a Talonflame, and I thought that was going to be his last Pokemon, because he already brought, from what I had seen, Tyranitar, Bishop, and Rotom Wash by that point. I didn't think that he'd bring Aegislash as well, but anyway, he did. Now it's a 2-on-1, and Bishop has nothing that can hit both my Pokemon. So he's going to take out the Abomasnow. I'm not sure why. I felt like Pangoro would have been a better threat. Maybe he didn't think he could kill it. Either way, he was going to die. I'm pretty sure Abomasnow would have killed it. So yeah, good battle. I don't know how to pronounce your name, nor read it. Seems like most of my challenges that I've battled were Japanese, I believe. It's because I'm from Australia, similar time zones. And now time for a little bit of an intermission period, and we're back to another battle, and this time I'm bringing the Sand variant. Now this one has a little bit more standard Pokemon with Tyranitar and Mega Mawile. but my opponent also has quite a scary team with Azumarill, Mega Kangaskhan, the Chandelure I wasn't sure about. I thought he might be using it for a Trick Room when I first saw it come out, especially since, as you'll see, it's a lead Chandelure. But, well, yeah, it seems more offensive. Now I have to get rid of Reuniclus. I don't want to take a Shadow Ball. Tyranitar can take a Shadow Ball real easy. The only thing I'd have to worry about is a power-up punch from Mega Kangaskhan. But most Mega Kangaskhan's lead to a Fake Out, so as long as he didn't Fake Out Pangoro, I should be fine. But I kind of guessed he'd Fake Out Reuniclus to prevent Trick Room. And that being what happened, he goes on to Fake Out my Tyranitar. And Chandelure goes for Shadow Ball, as I kind of guessed it to, or set up Trick Room, but I thought maybe he wouldn't if he saw my Reuniclus. So yeah, I get off a Hammer Arm, which is great. This is going to take out the Kangaskhan, and I just breathe a huge sigh of relief. Before this battle, I had a bit of trouble with Mega Kangaskhan. I did take it down, but by then my team was severely weakened, so I did lose that battle. I don't think I saved it. No, I didn't. But yeah, that was a huge relief. Weight off my shoulders. So yeah, now he's going to send out his Azumarill, and I didn't want to leave Tyranitar in to take anything from this Azumarill. But he takes back his Chandelure, guessing fearing a Rock Slide, and sends out his Talonflame. Doesn't make sense, they're both weak to Rock. But anyway, he goes for a Belly Drum, which, yeah, that was a bit of a concern. I kind of guessed he might, but I was kind of hoping he wasn't that variant. Choice Band might have been a little bit easier for me to take on, because I could have taken on a bit of a Choice Band Aqua Jet set, or even a Play Rough. Choice Band to Play Rough wouldn't do much, especially since I got Mawile, which has priority. Anyway, I go for the Parting Shot, so now he's not at +6, he's now going to be at +4. So not as bad, kind of, after the Intimidate from my Mawile. So yeah, I have Reuniclus and Mawile in. It was basically a double switch, but Parting Shot, it's a real useful move. I just wish more Pokemon got it, because Pangoro doesn't feel right using it as a utility. Anyway, I'm going to Mega Evolve my Mawile and Protect, because I am worried about a Flare Blitz from the Talonflame. And also, I wanted to try and get Trick Room off, so hoping to waste their attacks. But he goes for Brave Bird on my Reuniclus. And kind of, at this point, I realized, yeah, he's probably attacking my Reuniclus. He doesn't want Trick Room set up, which makes sense, but I just didn't predict that kind of thing. I could have got off a hit with my Mawile. Could have definitely killed the Azumarill with an Iron Head. Probably could have killed the Talonflame as well. But either way, that's how the cookie crumbles, or whatever the saying is. Yeah, that was pretty lame. And he then withdraws his Talonflame. Maybe he's fearing that I got Rock Slide on a Pangoro? I'm not sure. So I go for Quick Guard, expecting a Brave Bird, but, well, that doesn't work out. And he just goes for Play Rough on my Pangoro. No chance Pangoro is going to live that. 4 times weak to a Fairy, just like a... He's basically a Scraggy or a Scrafty, depending on what you're playing. And yeah, so I get the Iron Head off on the Azumarill. Nice and easy. Now I pretty much got this in the bag. It's a 2-on-2, but he's got 2 Fire types, and I have a Tyranitar. It shouldn't be too hard to do unless neither of them get fighting type moves. Hidden Power fighting on the Chandelure. I don't know. So I go for Protect with my Mawile, again fearing the Fire type move, as Talonflame goes for Quick Guard, probably expecting a Sucker Punch from Mawile, makes some sort of sense. And then Chandelure goes for a Heat Wave. I had no reason to go for Sucker Punch right now. I was pretty sure I could kill with Rock Slide, but I get the burn, so it's not going to kill the Chandelure. It should be plenty to take out the relatively frail Talonflame, but yeah, not a Chandelure. But it's alright. This is actually a mixed Tyranitar. He has Dark Pulse, but it won't matter because I just go for a Sucker Punch with Mawile, which should kill the Chandelure. Either way, I was going to win. I don't carry Crunch, I carry Dark Pulse. I feel mixed Tyranitar works a lot better. So yeah, thank you for the match. Again, I do not know how to pronounce your name. Now, just want to say, this is my new team. If you want to see the team builder, let me know. The last team builder I did was not so successful, but I'm always happy to make one. And now time for my question of the day. What do you think is the most underrated Pokemon from Gen 6? Currently, just been using this team, I have to say it's a Pangoro. It's got incredible attack and plenty of utility moves. It gets Quick Guard, Taunt, Parting Shot, which is basically what I run on, and then I put Hammer Arm. Works great on a Trick Room team. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you around.